I mean, like most Americans, I reject the premise that diminishing our Second Amendment freedom could ever curtail Mexico's drug cartels. And I know you do too. We should condemn this unprecedented attempt to exploit another country's crisis to advance a gun ban here in the United States of America. What's more, I say the proud people of Mexico, they need their gun rights back. They need their own meaningful Second Amendment to protect their homes, to protect their families, to protect their lives, the law-abiding people down there. Meanwhile, on our side of the border, boy, I'll tell you, you've read it in the papers, we're watching the marvelous machinery of Second Amendment freedom at work in this country like never before. In one of the worst economies in our lifetimes, gun sales are the highest on record in this country. So what does it mean when hard-working men and women postpone that new couch or that new set of tires for their car to invest in their own security? It means law-abiding Americans see the threats coming at them and they're saying, I won't bet my life on the promises of politicians. Americans all over this country are saying, I will fight for my family, I will fight for my neighborhood, and I will fight for my freedom from tyranny, from crime, and from any threat in any form. That's precisely why we have a Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States. And it's what makes our country unique in the entire world. You know, history has ways of reminding us, in stark and scary ways, why our founding fathers gave us the Second Amendment in this country. Without it, liberty is nothing but an illusion. Every freedom you have is only as real as the Second Amendment is real. Wherever the Second Amendment is fake, and you know this in your heart, freedom is fake. Our divine rights, they might have been endowed by a creator, but they're preserved by mortals. If we mortals have the means and the will to make it stick. You know, we live like our freedoms are forever. But listen, and listen good. Our freedoms are nothing but stains on a rotten piece of parchment paper in a museum somewhere. Freedom is nothing but dust in the wind until it's guarded by the blued steel and dry powder of a free and armed people. To believe that freedom is safe without the Second Amendment is as foolish as believing your money is safe without a padlock. And that's true. It will be pillaged and it will be lost forever. Do you get it? The Second Amendment is the foundation to everything. Only the Second Amendment breathes life into liberty. The right to keep and bear arms is the one right that allows rights to exist at all. That's why we must view any attack on the Second Amendment as an attack on freedom. You know, it's not politically correct, but I don't care if their butts pucker from here to the Potomac. Our founding fathers understood that the guys with the guns make the rules. Our founding fathers understood that freedom always rides with a firearm by its side. They understood that if the only guys with the guns are the bad guys, we're screwed. Our founding fathers knew that, and it's no different today. That's why we own guns. We're not giving them up. The Constitution says it, we believe it, and that settles it. So you have a lot of other speakers that can tackle health care, the war, the credit rating this Congress has branded in the flesh of your grandchildren. I want to talk about how dishonesty got us here and how the truth is going to get us out. Since the press no longer protects us with the truth, we got to go find it for ourselves. And when it comes to the Second Amendment, the truth is that this administration's capacity for dishonesty is scary. Let me give you two quick examples. President Obama has always supported handgun bans, especially the ban here in Washington, D.C. So his support for handgun bans is public record, it's crystal clear. But watch as his spokesman goes from zero to duplicity in about 10 seconds. Watch this.
Has he ever supported the ban on handguns?
What he's supported has been, some common sense gun laws, sure, but
no. But has he ever supported a ban on handguns?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it seem like I was not being straight on your question. No, he doesn't support a ban on handguns. It's just,
and he never
it's
has.
Not true. All these, no.
You know, dishonesty about guns and the Second Amendment was a hallmark of the Obama campaign. That campaign dropped millions of these mailers, millions of them. You look at them, what they said, Obama will protect our gun rights. I support hunters. Another one here, as president, he will continue to defend our Second Amendment. There was no media out there to challenge and report the truth. And this was all against a backdrop of before he announced for president, he supported handgun bans, semi-automatic bans. He wanted to raise the excise tax on firearms and ammunition by 500%. That's $350 on a federal tax on a $500 rifle. He voted to put the American firearms industry out of business in the Senate by allowing those nuisance lawsuits to continue. And he even voted against